What's up, everybody? This is Tony Lopez, and really excited to be spending some time with you today. I want to share with you guys a framework that has really helped me out in business. I started my business back in 2016, building container tiny homes, and these are some principles that I've learned really in the last 3 years that has really helped me in my business, providing me a lot more freedom, the opportunity to make better money, and has ultimately just really helped me out. And so the framework is get lean and get leveraged. Now, these are two principles that if you apply it to your business, it's going to prove to be very effective. So the first one, get lean. About 1 year ago, I had 15 employees. I had various subcontractors that I worked with. Our overhead every month was about $75,000, and I was stressed out. I feel like I was, working so hard, putting in so much effort, and really experiencing very little return. And fast forward to today, and currently I have no employees, which sounds surprising for people that know what I do and maybe follow the Alternative Living Spaces brand, but technically have no employees, and my overhead is down probably 90% from what it was. And that's a big change. And if you're in business, you could relate to that. I'm sure hearing that might be surprising and also probably pique some curiosity. So that's what I mean by getting lean. Now, you want to be healthily lean. And that doesn't mean you start chopping away all the key components to your business, but you want to consider what it would look like if your business was modeled differently. If there's one thing I've learned, it's that the type of business model that you're running is really important. There are some business models that are very heavy, right? And it takes a lot of effort to produce a little bit of result. There's other business models that are a lot more leveraged, which is my next point, right? Get leverage. Business models where you experience a lot of result from a little bit of effort. And if there's one thing I've learned, it's you want to get lean, but you don't just want to get lean, you want to get leverage, which means the time and the energy that you're investing into your business is producing 5x, 10x what it was if it was a much more manual business model. So a few things that come to mind when I think about how do you get lean and how do you get leveraged. In my business, the way that we were able to get lean is ultimately through outsourcing. Now, this is a really helpful strategy for most businesses when instead of having someone on a paid salary at $60,000, $70,000, $80,000 a year, when in reality that role may not be something that needs to truly be a full-time position. By outsourcing certain aspects of your business, you have the ability to kind of turn it on when you need the help and turn it off when you don't need the help. This allows you to capitalize in your peak seasons and in your busy seasons, but then also not lose money in your slow seasons. One thing I noticed is with my business, we'd be very busy about 9 months out of the year, and then there would be about 3 months out of the year that things slowed down. And oftentimes we would make great money in those 9 months, and in those 3 months, I felt like a lot of times, we were ultimately bleeding, right? We were spending money that we made in previous seasons just to cover bills for those 3 months. So for us, in the tiny home industry and producing unique products, for us it meant stepping out of the manufacturer's seat. There's a lot of overhead in being a manufacturer. It's not an easy thing to be. And so for us to now be able to partner with other manufacturers, they carry that overhead. When our demand gets hit, we reach out to them, we place the order, and we do pay a little bit more money to get the job done than maybe I used to be able to do when it was done in-house. But when that job's not being worked on, that's money that we're saving. So outsourcing has been a very good tool for us. Now, when it comes to get leverage, there's a few things that come to mind. You want to figure out what are those tasks, what are those items, what are those things that you invest a little bit of time into but produce a great result. Given that we do tiny homes, for us, it's ultimately sales, right? When we convert a sale, that's when we're making significant money. And when we're spending all that time trying to fulfill the sale, is typically not money that's earned at a high rate. So what we've learned is we wanted to get as much as possible into the sales seat as a business and allow other companies to help support us when it comes to fulfillment. Fulfillment could be building the unit itself. It could be coordinating the logistics of delivery and installation. It could be doing some marketing for us. Different things like that, where those are tasks that we can actually pay someone a fixed amount to help with, and ultimately allows us to be in our best position, which is in the position of sales. So another area that we've been able to see this do really well for us is in the area of digital products. Digital products are highly leveraged type of good. You know, they don't really cost much to create. They certainly don't cost much to replicate. And most of spreading them out can be automated. And so we launched a course about a year and a half ago. We're in the process of launching a second course, and hopefully maybe even a third and a fourth. And these are all products that anyone can purchase at any time. They're always available and they're always being marketed. And so really is a simple way to earn additional income. So for those of you that have a physical business, entertaining the idea of incorporating a digital component to your business is a really good move. And then more recently, we launched a new business about a year ago, and that is doing RV rentals. You know, this is something we used to do just under alternative living spaces, and now we've branched out, made it its own business. It's alternative rentals, where we do van rentals. And this is another good business model in terms of leveraging. So we currently have about 8 RVs that we manage and rent out. And instead of us coming up with all the capital for these 8 RVs, which would have been over $1 million, we are actually leveraging other people's RVs. So these people have already made an investment in the RVs. They're currently not using them. And so we help to manage them as rentals for them. And so I hope this gives you a little bit of an idea as you kind of peek behind the curtain for how we run things here at Alternative Living Spaces, to help you better understand how you can get lean in business and how you can get leverage. So thank you for tuning in, and I look forward to connecting with you in future videos.